Hey class, this is Mrs. Gylling here, and I am making this video to welcome you to Sociology A, where you are going to learn about why groups behave the way that they do. Before I get into the nuts and bolts of what you'll be learning about this quarter, I want to introduce you to my family. So I am Mrs. Gylling, and here's a picture of me, my husband, and two of my little girls. So this picture was taken about a year ago, but I'll introduce them from this picture. So right here we've got Ethan. He's my husband. Our anniversary's coming up. We're married for 6 years. He manages a flood and fire restoration company, but he spent a lot of his life farming, and he loves to be outdoors doing hunting, fishing, anything like that, and just spending time with me and the rest of the girls in the family. So this is my daughter Taylor. She is 4 years old, almost 5. She's super bummed because she has a late birthday and she can't go to kindergarten this year. She's got to wait till next year. But she's a smart kid. She's funny. She can talk her way out of anything. She's a really good arguer, which is going to come back and bite me one day, I'm sure. But we love having her in our family. This girl is Skylar. She is 2, almost 3 years old, and she's just super funny. Everything that comes out of her mouth is funny, and she's also very kind and sweet. If you have a bad day, she'll just come up and hang out with you and make you feel better about life. So she's great. So those pictures are actually kind of old. They're from last year, so I wanted to show you a new picture. So this is what they look like now. They are growing up so fast. Look at the difference 1 year can make. So that's Skylar, like I said, almost 3, and Taylor, almost 4. But somebody is missing from this little page here. So this is our newest addition. Her name is Parker. Isn't she cute? She's such a good baby. So Parker's 3 months old now, and she smiles at everyone, and she doesn't cry very much, and she's just a happy, happy baby. So we're very, very grateful to have Parker in our family now. So yep, if you counted right, that's 1, 2, 3 girls. Heck, we have a dog, and she's a girl too. So my husband's definitely outnumbered, but we have a great life. A little bit about me. I am Mrs. Gylling. I graduated from BYU, Brigham Young University. Go Cougars! We're really big Cougar fans in this house. Football season's coming up, and we're pretty excited about that. But I graduated there with a degree in teaching social sciences, so I teach lots of social studies classes here at I Succeed. I really enjoy spending time with my family and teaching you guys. Those are probably my 2 hobbies, my family and you guys. So that's me and my family. Let's get to know a little bit more about the class and what's going to be expected of you this quarter. So here are the different assignments that we have. So first of all, there's checkpoints. These are worth 15%. If you've taken any classes with I Succeed before, then you know all about these. They're found at the end of each lesson. They help you review and study the things that you've learned throughout those lessons. So you have 3 attempts for each checkpoint. So I encourage you to use all of those. If the first attempt you don't get 100%, go back, study a little bit, come back, take another one, and take them as many times as you can, up to the 3, so you can get the best score possible. Please don't just stop at 1 if you pass. If you get a 60%, yeah, that passed, but it means you don't know all the information. So just go back and study a little more and use another attempt. There's also discussions, and these are worth 15% of the grade, and you'll complete them at the end of each lesson. There is a discussion rubric that I've included in your course. Please look at that. It's in the announcements. It's also at the beginning of each unit, and it talks about what is required in your discussion post. So please look at that. Make sure that basically you're doing 3 sentences and answering the question fully in order to receive those full points. There's also exams. At the end of the first 5 units, there's an exam. You get 1 attempt on the exams. I don't usually allow multiple attempts because I do have study guides that are integrated in the course. If you use those study guides and fill them out and use them to study for your exams, then you should do well and get good grades. So 1 attempt on those, so come prepared. You also have a final exam that's worth 10% of your grade, and is cumulative over all the 6 lessons. And so you really want to make sure you're prepared for that, but I also have a study guide for that as well. Also, we have, going to our next page, it seems like a lot, but it's not too bad. We have projects, and there were 20%. Each unit does have a project. Most of them are writing projects where you write some 5-paragraph essays, but there's a few different options around as well. I have videos just like this one that go over the project requirements. So each unit in the unit video, if you're ever confused, like, man, what do I have to do for this project? Look at that unit video, watch it. It'll tell you exactly what you need to do, follow the instructions, and you should do well. I do allow 3 attempts on those, so if you don't get the top score you want on your first project, you can look at the feedback I leave you, try again, and do better on another attempt. Workbooks. These are worth 10%. They're the questions you answer throughout the lessons. You have an unlimited number of attempts on these, so you can do it as many times as you need to get the correct answers. So please do your workbooks and get 100%. Keep going until you get the grade that you need to get. And then video assignments. I talked about these a minute ago, but they're at the beginning of each unit. You watch a short video. This is one of them. You watch a video, and at the end, you answer some super simple questions. The questions are pretty much like, did you watch the video? What do you have to do for your first project? Those sorts of things. It's an easy 10%, but please complete them. If you watch the videos, you will do better on those projects. The way that I have you answer those is you just go in, it's within the course, you watch the video, and you'll click a blue submit button, I think it is, on the top, and you will, in the text box, write the answers to the questions. If you have any questions about how to do that, just reach out to me and let me know, but it's pretty straightforward. So that's what's required of the course. I do have a bonus that I offer in this course because I really want you to finish the whole thing. Sometimes people are tempted to do, 60% and be like, okay, I passed, and then stop, but I really want you to do the entire thing. So I have a bonus for finishing the course. If you finish the entire course and take the final exam by the last day of the quarter, then I will excuse your lowest unit exam score. This is huge. A lot of people in the quarters past have been able to raise their grade by a letter grade by this. If you really bomb one of the exams, I know sometimes we have bad days, things come up. As long as you finish the entire course and you take that final exam, then I will drop your lowest exam score. I can't drop a final. That's the only one I can't drop. But any of the other unit exam scores, I will be able to excuse you from that exam to help you improve your grade. So there's really just a bonus for finishing the course. I really encourage you to do that. So now I want to talk about your very first project, your project for Unit 1, your writing assignment. Here's what you're going to be doing. Imagine that you are a sociologist and you are going to study hip-hop music and tattoos in teenagers. What aspects of these issues would interest you as a sociologist and why? Write your essay discussing the popularity, both positive and negative, of both of these topics. Please state why they are important to teenagers in society today. Write 5 complete paragraphs. So for this lesson or writing project, you're going to put your sociologist hat on, think like them, and discuss those 2 topics, tattoos and hip-hop music. And let the reader know, why are they popular? List some of the good popularity aspects that make them popular, and then some of the negative things that are making them popular. Here's some specific requirements that you're going to want to follow while completing this assignment, some project steps. So first of all, you need to have an introduction, a whole paragraph for your introduction. Make sure to have an attention grabber. Maybe you want to tell a short story, maybe an interesting fact, maybe a question. And then have a thesis statement. Let the reader know your main point. The reader needs to know that you're talking about the popularity of hip-hop music and tattoo among teenagers. And then list your 3 main points, the 3 things you're going to talk about. Your introduction is worth 20 points. Then you want to have 3 body paragraphs that are worth the total of 55 points. In your first body paragraph, I want you to talk about the popularity among teenagers of tattoos. So discuss tattoos and why they're popular among teenagers. List the good reasons they're popular and the bad reasons they're popular. An example of a good thing would be, they express individuality, that sort of thing. But that makes them popular because it's something that, makes them stand out. But a bad reason might be, peer pressure. They're pressured into getting a tattoo. That'd be a bad reason of popularity. Discuss the popularity of hip-hop music among teens for your second body paragraph, the good and bad. And then for your third paragraph, talk about why tattoos and hip-hop music are important to teenagers today. Why are so many teenagers today getting tattoos and listening to hip-hop music? This may sound kind of obscure, but there's a whole section in your reading of the textbook that discusses this. So be alert while you're studying, because you'll come across it and it'll give you a lot of the information that you need to write those body paragraphs. Then for your conclusion, make sure to restate your thesis statement and your 3 main points, and that's worth another 20 points. So sum it all up. And then at the end, I want you to double check your grammar. I do give 5 points for grammar, and so if there's a lot of spelling errors or maybe sentences where they don't, different punctuation where it doesn't belong, or you're missing punctuation, you do lose a little bit of points. So make sure you're just reading through things, making sure it sounds good and that it looks good. And if you do use any, outside information, you do any outside research, make sure to give me the citations for that. If you find it in the textbook, I don't need you to go and give me a big MLA citation, but if you're going to quote something from there, make sure to say something like, according to our textbook, tattoos are popular because of this, and give me the kind of that preface. If you're copying things, especially word for word, and there's not citations, then we're going to have some problems. So just make sure that if you're pulling outside information, you try to cite your sources there. But that's it. That's your first project. Not pretty straightforward, a simple 5-paragraph essay. If you have any questions about your project or anything in the course, please reach out to me and let me know. There's quite a few ways you can get a hold of me. First of all, you feel free to call me or send me a text message. Those are awesome. You can send me an email. I'm pretty fast at getting back to those. I always get back within 24 hours if you send me an email, usually a lot sooner than that. You can also send me a message on Google Hangouts, and I am. And I do have live office hours on Tuesday from 11 to 12. And so if you're really just like, oh, I just need to sit down with Mrs. Gylling and I need to kind of talk about this project, I'm not sure how to do it, then come to my live office hour. There's information. I have a document, an announcement that goes over how to get into my live office in the course. So you can do that. Or we can arrange another time to sit and meet. But I'm excited to be your sociology teacher. I love this course and I'm excited to work with you guys. So good luck on your first project and I will talk with you soon. Have a great day, guys.